Today I'm working on my story for our next show that airs on April 10th. So I'll be cutting up the 2 interviews that I did on our school librarian and our Spanish teacher that's retiring. Try zooming in. After my first story aired, I was really nervous for it because it's the first story and I was worried about how it'll be perceived and all of that. But I got a lot of good feedback from a lot of my friends. And my first story was on a food pantry. I heard that some people went and donated food there, and I felt like I actually made a difference. And Coach White also told me that my story was good. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm not horrible at this.
She works through things, and she's a hard worker, but she's also a kid who's passionate. And as a teacher, I can teach a lot of things. I can't teach passion, and Sama has a passion for video.
Let's head over to Sama to tell us about our talented musicians at Northwest.
She did a story about our music department, and it was phenomenal. It's probably one of the best stories any kid has done this year for sure, and maybe in the last 5 or 10 years, because it had great nat sound. It had multiple camera angles. I mean, she went out of her way to just make it sing, and it did.
It teaches me a lot of communication skills, which I'll need in the future, and it helps me network because I'm reaching out to people that I don't really know, asking to interview them and do these stories on them. I'm also learning how to get more creative with B-roll and footage, so that helps all types of creativity. I'm excited for next year because I'll be a producer next year, so that'll be I'll be excited to learn leadership in a different position. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor, hopefully. So being able to communicate with people that I don't really know is a big skill. Being empathetic and asking deeper questions, which will help as a doctor and helps in terms of interviewing. And working as a team is definitely going to be a big thing as I grow older.